You old bitches need to get out the house. Like, stop. At what point in time do you die?
I hate white people. I hate cops. Y'all are nasty to me. White people smell like quarters. Y'all smell like just, oh my God, get the fuck away. Let's go cuss out that bitch that kicked us out. That fat ass. Oh yeah, you guys pronounce leaving softly.
Also, I have not told y'all how to really pronounce my name. My name is B. Kamara. So, B. Kamara. Yes. B. Kamara. That is how you pronounce my name. That is my real name. Like birth certificate and everything. That's what my dad named me. It's a beautiful name though. So yeah. Y'all, I thought that this light in here, I didn't know how it was gonna work out because I normally record all my videos in my bathroom because my bathroom has like the best lighting or like the most lighting, because see right here how it's be covering my glasses. Discrimination. But I just have like a lot of things to do in my kitchen today, and not like a lot, it's really only gonna take me like 30 minutes, but I just want to record while I'm doing it because I'm about to make cookie dough. I love cookie dough. I be eating that shit raw, and then I be putting it with like brownie cookies in there, so it's like a brownie cookie. Eat that shit with some Oreo ice cream. Don't say I ain't tell you. So let's make this cookie dough while and today I'm gonna talk about therapy with a black woman. Here we go. Another thing is, if you want your cookie soft, you have to brown your butter. I don't know what the process is or why like it's so good, but it helps your cookies stay like chewy, brown, buttery. It's really good. You have to try it. And the way that we're gonna do it is, you want to heat up a pan. You're gonna heat up a pan, and then you're gonna put your butter in there and let it cook out until it turns brown. So it's gonna bubble and everything, and then once it's brown, that's when you know it's done. So 1 cup of butter, 1 cup is 2 sticks, 1 stick is half a cup. It's so funny because when I first was like baking and stuff, y'all, I used to read that shit like 2 sticks is 1 cup. That's a lot of fucking butter, but it is. So boom, drop it in there. Can y'all see it? I don't know, but drop both of them in there. Let them cook. Keep stirring it or whisking it, and then yeah, I have been to therapy 3 times. Each time I had a different therapist, and each time I really only went because like life was getting so hard to the point that I was about to. So I was like, let me go get fucking help. But this last time that I went, last year, I decided to go with a black woman, because before I've had a white woman, a white man, and then of course this time I'm like, I can't do that. Like what? Like y'all know me, like I'm racist, so I'm like, I cannot go with another white person again. Back then, at the time though, like sometimes things get so bad to the point where you really do just gotta pick a therapist and just go and just start talking to anybody. So if that's like your predicament where you're at that point, just pick somebody, okay? But if you could be picky, I think it's really important to have a therapist that looks like you. Of course, just because a therapist looks like you does not mean like they're gonna understand you and they've been through what you've been through and da-da-da-da-da. But it helps, because when I was going to therapy with my black woman, like I just felt very free, kind of like I just knew if I said something she won't understand. Like versus with my white therapist, it was like I would say something or talk about family, and to them it was just like, I don't know how to explain it, but they just didn't take it as like serious, I guess, to me. But when I first, like even my first session with her, like I just knew like, bruh, this is about to be it. Because it is something about us black women that like our auras, most of us now, come on, but our aura just radiates this like calm. You know, like her aura really felt like a hug. And even after the first therapy session, when I just really told her what was up and how sad I was feeling, she had a lot of empathy, and it just felt so good for somebody to, like, I don't know how to explain it, but to have that empathy from like another black woman, black person. And I could tell her, like, and she understood, like, growing up, we're not big on mental health. We're not big on therapy. We may have seen toxic relationships, and she understood, like, all of that and was able to help me talk through it, able to help me really give me whole new perspectives on shit. And so, yeah, y'all, it's starting to bubble now. At this point, you want to keep whisking it, but I'm going to keep talking. And so, like, whenever I would tell her things and be like, oh, you know, my family doesn't believe in therapy. I'm like the first one in my family to go to therapy. I'm like the first one in my family that's trying to change their fucking lives this way. Like, and she just understood all that. She was just like, okay. You know, she's like, that's true. And then because she was black, you know, a lot of us, we do other research, or like, I don't know how to explain it, but you could tell that she also did her research, like letting me know, like, and telling me just because they're this way and that they're this way doesn't mean that you have to be. And it is very common in black families for us not to go to therapy. It's very common that we see so much toxicity and trauma. And she just made me feel so safe. And she made me feel like she could relate. A lot of times, especially going to that white man, it's like I'm sitting here talking to you about a man. Because, yeah, it's like I'm sitting here talking to you and I can't even fully open up, because I know if I say this or that or reference something to our culture, you're not going to get it. And then on top of that, like, I couldn't sit here and tell her, like, oh, by the way, like, fuck white people, because he was white. But with my black woman therapist, she showed me how much of a light that I am, and she helped me to really bring that out. And I'm pretty self-aware, so like even being in the therapy sessions with her, like she really was just like a journal for me and kind of like a bestie. Because, you know, I know a lot of things. Like I told you, I have a gift. So I would just go to therapy really to vent, like, bro, I just want to be closer with my family, or I just want to do this, I just want to do that. And she used to really just talk to me. I used to tell her, you know, I want to have kids one day. I'm with my boyfriend. And she also just didn't make me feel judged too. And that's why, and I know that also just comes with a good therapist, but it's different with a black person. Like, I don't know. Y'all can't see, and this shit is hot, but it's done now. Like, it's brown. You can't see, but yeah, once it starts turning brown and I could smell it, it's gonna smell like butter, but like a more nutty kind of butter, I guess. Once I can smell it, I take it off, because I don't like some people like to brown it all the way out, but I don't like to do that. I just like for it to get brown, because I browned it all the way out, y'all, and that, like, the cookies just tasted like pure butter, like pure brown butter. And like I couldn't really taste the chocolate and stuff as much, so I just like to do it this much so like the taste doesn't overpower. So now, oh, I know you ain't popping at me, but now that this is done, we're gonna put it in that bowl and let it cool. You gotta let it cool, because remember, we're gonna put eggs, I don't know what else, but remember, you gotta let it cool though. You don't want your eggs to cook or whatever other ingredients that you're putting in there to cook, because this is hot. And now that that is cooling down, I'm gonna cut up my chocolate. I like to use chocolate chips and a chocolate bar, because it tastes better. I ain't gonna lie, it tastes better. And honestly, I'm just going to bang this up. I was gonna be all formal and cut it, but I don't feel like washing dishes. So she didn't make me feel judged. I felt very safe to express, and that's honestly all I have to say. Like, there's nothing more to say other than that shit was fucking amazing, and she helped me so much. And it's different to really talk to somebody that can understand you for real, like can put themselves in your shoes. And especially as black women, like, we really do have to stick together, because we can understand. Like, even if you've been through something that I haven't necessarily walked through, I can still sit here, have empathy for you, and understand, because like, we understand, like, life is a little harder for us, like, shit, you know. So it's great. It was very great, especially as a black woman, to have another black woman to talk to, speak to, and vent to. Yeah, she showed me so much. I think she's also very good at her job. Like I said, like a good therapist is a good therapist. It don't matter the color. But I don't know, it was different. I loved it. But you know, y'all know I'm Black Power. So yeah, that's all I had to say. But I'm gonna talk about something else, because I want to talk about how I feel like we're in another moment where there's so many distractions going on. There is something deeper that's about to happen. I know, like, everybody's talking about it's gonna black out. Talking about bills being passed to ban TikTok. Like, y'all trying to ban TikTok, but there's people, like homeless people out here, and people that can't feed their kids. We're going through a baby boom right now. Somehow, some way, everybody's having a baby. Pero everybody is also complaining about prices. But y'all haven't. The baby is the biggest price tag. So I don't know, because it seems like somehow, some way, even though prices are going up, everybody is still finding a way to live, which I'm happy about. But at the same time, it's kind of like, what? I don't know, because one day everybody complaining that eggs is $4, but then the next day you up here talking about a pregnancy announcement. What you gonna do when you gotta feed your baby them eggs on top of you, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever? You can't be complaining about prices that bad, but then you up here keeping a baby and getting pregnant. Well, let me not say keeping a baby, but we cannot be complaining about prices this bad, but y'all going through a baby boom. Something's up. People one paycheck away from rent, but everybody having a baby. I don't know. I'm not the one to count pockets, but I don't know. So yeah, something is up. And even like TikTok, y'all, I already don't be on social media, really only to post like my YouTube videos. But I went on TikTok last night, and it was just so much stuff. Like, and I'm like, oh my gosh, here are the distractions between Diddy, between Wendy Williams, between all this Hollywood stuff going on. Now, all of that stuff is true, but they're really trying to distract us from something else. It's kind of like, okay, here, we're gonna let this truth out. Let everybody know about Hollywood, let everybody know about this, but we're not gonna tell you about how we're doing with these laws, and we're doing with us. They're doing with us, basically, like the government with us. Also too, like, I feel like you old bitches need to get out the house. Like, stop. At what point in time do you die? I'm talking about them old white people that damn near already look like ghosts. Y'all in here making laws, trying to ban TikTok and do this and that. What the fuck did TikTok ever do to you? And you can ban TikTok, but guess what? There's billions of people in the world. We're gonna find something else to go to. Like, how y'all banning TikTok, but y'all not banning no Facebook or Instagram, when Facebook and Instagram is like, y'all don't ban Twitter when Twitter just got random ass PORN popping up on my screen. That's also why I deleted the app, because I'm like, huh, I just came out here for kicks and giggles. What's going on? What? But for real, like, y'all want to be on TikTok, but I ain't never seen no PORN on TikTok. So, but of course we know, like, TikTok is a superior app, so of course they want to get rid of it. Like, TikTok is the fucking GOAT. Like, we don't even use Google no more, bro. I go on TikTok. If I want to review about something, I go on TikTok. If I want to review about a business, I go on TikTok. And if your business not on TikTok, I don't know. I don't know. Like, if your restaurant and stuff not on TikTok, I'm gonna go on Google. But let's be honest, TikTok is like one of the best apps. It's kind of like a Vine, but better to me, because I say that because like when Vine came out, like Vine was the shit. Like everybody was getting on Vine. Everybody was trying to make Vines, and like Vine really was like TikTok before TikTok. And Vine was the GOAT too. Like what a fucking time. But yeah, they got rid of TikTok, Vine. They got rid of Vine, or so Vine. Now they trying to do the same thing with TikTok. Like, what y'all got against videos? And I think too, y'all so worried about TikTok, but we need to be worried about these kids being in school, smoked out, vaped out, don't know how to read. My little cousin just told me she don't even get homework. And I'm not a fan of homework, but like, damn, you could have one piece of paper just to go review. You know, like, I'm not against that, like a review type of thing, so you could go home and practice it. What is going on here? Like, y'all worried about TikTok, and the school system is failing our kids bad. Teachers over here quitting their jobs. Don't nobody even want to be a teacher no more. The passion, for some people, the passion don't even, it's just like, I don't even want to do it. I'm passionate about it, but bitch, like the passion is not even enough for people to stay there. Schooling these kids. These kids are bad. And then on top of that, everybody's like, oh, well, the kids are bad because of the parents. I agree with that. But y'all stop acting like everything, like we're not a village, we're not a community. Okay, the parents. But what the school is also doing something too. Like, we all got a hand in this now. Let's not point the fingers. We all got a hand. So, yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot of distractions. I don't know what the fuck the government is up to. But y'all are going to rot. And your empire is going to fall, because your empire was built on slavery. Your constitution was built on slavery. Your whole 9 to 5, NBA, NFL, everything built on slavery. Now, it's 2024. Them slaves and stuff that y'all had the constitution for and all that, we back. But we better. And we not going for none of this shit, because we know and we understand, like, bitch, who is you? Type shit, you know, for real. Like, who is you? You somebody in the government, but I could be in the government too. Does that give me the right to sit here and make rules? No. Y'all over here making laws. We supposed to be a country. But y'all, I don't see no, should we ban TikTok on my ballot? That's really what should be up. Put it on my ballot. Like, y'all over here trying to police women's bodies and stuff. This is crazy. This country is crazy. It's about to die. It was built on oppression and slavery. There's no more slaves, no more oppression, because we are all rising and getting better. Y'all shook. The government is shook. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I don't know, though, y'all. Government be getting on my nerves, and I just try not to read so much into it, because one thing about it, you're not about to live in my head rent-free. The fuck? No. So, yeah. It's just crazy. It's crazy. I wanted to talk about that. If you can get therapy, if you're looking for therapy and you are black and you can get a black therapist, there's also websites out there to look for black therapists, like therapyforblackgirls.com, and the other ones I don't know. But therapyforblackgirls.com, yeah, if y'all a therapist or you have a therapist, definitely drop it. Well, I don't know if you could drop your therapist, but you know, if you're a therapist, definitely drop it, especially because I feel like we need more black men therapists, and we need to see more of them for you guys, because I feel like a black man definitely would benefit from talking to another black man. But we don't really see, or I haven't, when I was going to therapy, I didn't really see too many black men therapists. So if you are like a black man and you are a therapist, honey, plug yourself, because we need y'all. We need y'all. So yeah, if like I was saying, if you're black, definitely don't be like afraid to go to another black therapist. It helps so much. It's better. Like, And it's one thing to be on that camera and your therapist got her hair did, braids done. Like, I love us. I love us. So definitely get that. And yeah, y'all use your discernment, okay? I don't know what to say about the distractions in the government. It is what the fuck it is. We cannot control that, but just continue to live every day to your best, every day to your potential, your greatness, and your happiness. For real, that's all we really can do is stay happy. When we stay happy and we stay up here, ain't nobody finna touch me, okay? So yeah, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for liking. Let me know what else y'all want to see. And yeah, thank y'all for being here, genuinely. Yeah, and thank y'all for being here, and have a great day, great weekend, great week. Bye.